One might be because he gets the far side underhook. Okay, we've already seen that when someone does that, we want to nullify it by bringing our chin down towards our chest. Now, if our opponent elects to come up on an elbow, we're going to reach through, we're going to grab the lat muscle. Now I'm going to give a little lift and a pull, and that gives us that near side underhook. So yes, he has an underhook, but you have an underhook too. But the truth is, you're on top, so your underhook counts for more than his. Second way we can do this. Your opponent's down, and he's posting on your body, just like so. We're going to take our hand, and we're going to punch it through inside our training partner's bicep. Now I'm going to walk away from my training partner, and that gives us the underhook. So here we are, he's tucked up in, like so. We take our hand and we put it inside the bicep. Now I just walk across his body, and as a result, we're able now to get into that near side underhook, like so. Okay? Here's another really good way to do it. If we have a far side underhook, and we're working in these situations, very often it will be the case that your opponent posts on your body, either at the knee or the hip, in order to frame and hold you off. And if I'm having a hard time going forward on this side, I will now just put my hand through, and it becomes a near side underhook. Then I will simply switch off to the other side and do my passing on the other side of his body. So that's how we get to the near side underhook. Now let's look at how we use it. He has an underhook, and we have this near side underhook. Most important thing to understand here is we want to use our head in unison with the near side underhook. That means I want to get my head ear to ear with my training partner and block my opponent's head with a combination of my head and my underhook. Now from here, I don't want to be leaning over on the same side as the underhook. I want to walk his knees out in this direction so that I expose the inside of his knee to my hand or my elbow. As he tries to hold on tight to my legs now, I'm going to open my knee and point my knee towards his knees. If my knee points downwards, Loctite, Placido, it's very, very hard to get your knee out. Loctite, hard to get the knee out. So what I do, watch my right knee. I point it towards his left knee, and then it comes out so easily. I just put my knee on the floor. Once we get it down to the floor, he will almost certainly be trying to block it. So what we're going to do is tripod. When I tripod, I pinch my knees. So if he tries any kind of elbow escape action, it's going to be very difficult. And I'm going to pass not with my right knee, but with my left knee. My left knee now functions as a wedge in front of his hips. And when he tries to stop me from stepping out, there's no way. We just come right out like so. Grab a hold of our training partner's elbow, and we end up in the perfect pin position. One thing never really changes. We're always wedging his head with our head and underhook. From here, we're always looking to free the knee of the trapped leg. That never really changes. As your opponent goes to play this position, we've seen the idea of cutting across. Another excellent way for us to work in these situations is for us to bring our foot up here on top of our training partner and just use the shoelace inside, hold tight, Placido, and use the shoelace inside to go out and cut. Now we just pop over to the opposite side, and we settle down now directly into the mounted position. So here we are. He's got our leg well trapped. We're going to start by walking across our training partner's body and freeing the knee of the trapped leg. Now, we pommel our foot inside, we go through and free our foot. No matter how tightly he holds on in these situations, you're always going to get that shoelace inside and free. Once we're in this kind of situation, it's relatively simple for us to step over the top and go forward into the mounted position. So these are some really practical ways to use that near side underhook to get strong half guard passes.